Oh, double affinity weekend. So, hi and welcome back to Warframe. Today we're going to take a look at the new Excalibur mod. Problem is, I cannot remember which faction has Excalibur mods. To get it, you're going to have to obviously be the top rank. I just realised also I can't spell. I'm going to the bottom of the list to find E. That's backwards. I should know where these things are. Usually I do look them up first, but... So you've got to be top rank in any of them. And you'll need 25,000 to get it. That's B. Seriously, who has it? Ember. There it is, Excalibur. Where is it? It is actually that mod as well. Radial finish, and what this does is obviously when you use Radial Blind it will still blind people as normal, but you basically have a guaranteed chance to do a finisher on them, and it will do 3 times the damage. As you can see, it says 300% more damage, but still, that's 3 times the damage. It's only 25,000 standing, and that is definitely worth it, because that is a good mod. So Steel Meridian have it. Who else sells Excalibur? Ash. Excalibur. So it's Arbiters of Hexis and Steel Meridian that will actually sell this mod. Of course, because of the double XP weekend, I have formatted everything. I actually did it at once to try and get Stalker to come, but he was having none of it. So what I did is, in all honesty, I actually went in with a different build to this, because the footage is already pre-recorded. I went in with that as my build. That is a bad build. That is what I was using. So it didn't last as long because for some reason when I put this in there I thought this was continuity. It wasn't until I actually came to record this I realized, oh, so this is actually why every time I use Radial I nearly said Radial Disarm. Radial Blind, they weren't staying blind that long. That's because it's supposed to be that, and then you throw that in as well. Obviously I didn't have the points to fit that in. I do now though, because I'm still leveling them up, and that's the kind of build you want to go in for, because Radial Blind uses duration and range. Doesn't really use strength, because all it does is blind people. This adds strength to it, so that's not really that much use. You basically want stretch and duration, or range and duration. I really screwed myself over on this one by not using that. I actually got that a bit backwards there. The intensify, or the damage strength, actually works. It's what increases the 300% for the finisher. That will actually grow if you add strength mods, which is pretty handy. So it wasn't the worst of builds I went in with, but I really wish I'd gone in with duration instead, because, well, I did use Excalibur Primes simply because I've just formatted them, and we went into the void with this, and, well, in the void you'll see us running from ball to ball, and actually wrong about that. The strength does add to that 300%. It adds damage to it. So I didn't go in with that bad of a build using Transit Fortitude and Intensify to increase strength. Kind of seriously dropped the ball on not adding duration, going in with only 80% duration, so that's 20% than normal. Yeah, that was a completely stupid idea on my behalf, but I wasn't really planning on recording anything. I was just going in to level up, to be honest, and then I started using it. It was like, okay, now I see why everybody's going on about this. It's actually a lot of fun to use, and it comes in really, really useful. At the same time, of course, you have, is it called? It is Steel Charge, the Aura mod, that will add 60% to melee damage. So having that could also increase damage by a further 60% on top of the fact it does 300% for the mod, and then it's what, 30% for Intensify, and then, well, mine only goes to plus 40 because I didn't really max out Fortitude, Transient Fortitude, just because it took too much duration away, and I kind of found a a level point, plus I ran out of the fusion cores while I was trying to level that, so that's even before adding something like Blind Rage, which I think that goes up to plus 99% power strength. So that's nearly 100% on top of the 300%. And then obviously you've got Intensify on top of that, and then Transient Fortitude on top of that. So that's nearly, for argument's sake, let's say 5-6 times the damage for a finisher. And I cannot remember which Warframe it is that has the ability to add damage to finishers. It's not actually one of the abilities, it's a augment or something. I just can't remember which frame it actually has that, but there is an augment out there that has a chance to increase finisher damage, and that on top of this augment, oh yeah, that's going to be, if you can get them 2 frames into a game, you're just going to be able to annihilate all enemies while they're all blind as well. And then if you throw a Vampire Leech, Trinity, with her augment that gives you overshields while restoring energy using Energy Vampire and Vampire Leech. Vampire Leech being the augment for Energy Vampire. I think it's Energy Vampire was the name of her ability. You basically have a lot of blind people, 6 times the damage on finishers. I think with I think it's Banshee that has that augment that can add some more. That could take it up to maybe 9 times the damage on finishers. All you need then is an Ash to turn everybody invincible using his augment that will turn all allies invincible when he uses Smokescreen, and you can run round invisible. You could completely stealth any mission without having any problems or running out of power. Just finish everybody using Radial Blind. So I kind of like this mod quite a bit. The possibilities for it are kind of endless, to be honest. But anyway, we'll leave this off here for now. I'm gonna try putting a squad together and try that out myself. It's probably gonna be a week or 2 before I get round to that, so that is the reason I didn't actually try it in this. Although that would have been great though, that would have made the perfect footage. Kinda sucks though, I'm having a few problems. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll catch yous next time.